Alright, all of you flesh-eating ghouls, I was in the mood to make a video, and I've been wanting to make one of these for a very long time, or something along these lines, and I figured I had some energy, it's a Friday, it's sunny. This is going to be original versus remake. I'm going to go through all the horror movies, and I'm going to give you my opinion on these movies, and I want you guys to comment below and let me know what you guys think. Do you disagree? Do you agree? What do you think? Do you hate remakes? Do you love remakes? There are so many horror remakes, I can't talk about them all, but I picked out a bunch that we can talk about, so I just happen to own a lot of remakes for some reason. First up is the Amityville Horror. Sorry, I should go that way. There we go. The original 1979 Amityville Horror and the 2005 remake. What do you guys think? In my opinion, I like them both. I enjoy them both for various reasons. I think probably the original wins in this case. Just a little bit more atmospheric. I like that the remake has a little bit more gore, it's a bit more intense, but the original is a classic. Some people find that very campy and cheesy and stupid. I like it a lot. I like them both. The original wins for me. What do you guys think? And we have Black Christmas. Now this one is no contest here. The original classic 1974 and the 2006 remake. In my opinion, the original wins hands down. The original is a horror masterpiece. I don't know why I bought the remake. I don't like the remake at all. I think it sucks, but I don't know why I bought it. I'm stupid sometimes. I was young and stupid, okay? But yeah, I have them both. Yeah, original hands down. If you've not seen the original Black Christmas, do yourself a favor. It's scary, it's atmospheric, it's well photographed, it's just awesome. It's a really, really awesome slasher movie. So check out the original 1974 Black Christmas. And then we have Carrie. I've talked about these in past videos. You have the original Brian De Palma version and the remake. This is going to be a little controversial, but I think I'm going to go with the remake on this one. I know, crazy. A lot of people love the Brian De Palma version. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I love this movie too. I think it's awesome, but I really like what they did with the remake. I like a modern day Stephen King story. I like the sort of edge it had. I love Julianne Moore's performance in this movie. I just thought it was really intense. This is kind of... it's a great movie, but it's kind of dated in some ways. I mean, still awesome in a lot of ways, and you can really respect this movie, but it's a little bit dated by today's standards, and this is just right up my alley. But I enjoy them both, but remake wins out for me. What do you guys think? And then we have Dawn of the Dead, the classic George A. Romero, and the remake. This is interesting. In my opinion, I think the remake is better. A lot of people might disagree with me. A lot of people love the classic Dawn of the Dead, and I can't say I blame them, but I like the remake better. You know, I have never really... Again, this might be controversial. This is where I put all my opinions on the line, but I've never really been a huge fan of the original Dawn of the Dead. I think maybe I was just born too late to appreciate it, or whatever it might be. I just find it kind of slow. It's kind of slow, well, it's very slow in my opinion, and I just never really latched onto the characters in this one. This one, the Zack Snyder remake, is right up my alley. Works perfectly for me. It's got pace, it's got gore. I really like the characters, you know, it's got that really awesome, I don't know, it's just explosive in a lot of ways, and I really enjoy that about this movie. What do you guys think? I think this is one of those remakes that a lot of people enjoy. But what do you think? Do you prefer the original or the remake in this case? Or you can like them both. It's just fine. And here we have The Evil Dead, of course. A classic horror movie that got a very, very good remake in my opinion. Because they sort of teased audience expectations, and then when you thought they were going to go one way, they sort of went a completely different route. I'm still going to give it to the original. The original Evil Dead is my favorite in the trilogy. I like it better than Evil Dead 2. I like it better than Army of Darkness. I love the original Evil Dead so much. Such a classic horror movie. It's like a horror masterpiece in my opinion. Can't be a horror masterpiece, but a horror masterpiece still. But this one is really, really good. So in my opinion, the remake is like a 4-star movie, and this is like a 5-star movie. So I like them both, but the original wins in this case. What do you guys think? Do you like the remake? Do you think it sucks? Do you like the original? Is it too dated? Is it too campy? Alright, this box will have to represent Friday the 13th. Original or remake? Now we're talking about the very first Friday, right? From 1980. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the original. The remake does not have very good characters. It does not have very... I enjoyed the scenes with Jason. I liked Derek Mears. Some good gore in that movie. And, you know, overall I can watch that movie without cringing. I actually think it's pretty good. But, I don't know. The original just has that atmosphere. You can't beat that. Even though I probably like the even-numbered movies better, I'm gonna give it to the original Friday in this case. What do you guys think? Original or remake? Now we're talking about the original 1980 Friday, not any of the sequels, okay? Here is a Wes Craven classic and a very good remake, The Hills Have Eyes. I'm gonna give it to the remake in this case. I think Wes had great ideas. I think without the original, obviously there wouldn't be a great remake, but I think Wes's execution leaves a lot to be desired. And I think the remake is better in that regard. Just better in almost every way. Gorier, more intense. I like the characters better. Much better filmed. Higher budget. You know, everything about the remake is just intense. Intense. Gory, powerful, dramatic. I love this movie. I can watch this one. It's okay. It's not great or anything, but remake all the way for me. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Do you love the original? Do you hate the remake? Do you love the remake? Hate the original? Another Wes Craven classic. The Last House on the Left. Again, same thing. I'm gonna go with the remake in this case. Like I said, great ideas. Wes had some great concept, but it's not... It is a low budget film by a very inexperienced filmmaker, and you can just tell. This one took that concept and really ran with it and really made it dark and intense. And it's really hard to take the original seriously sometimes. Whereas this movie is just gut-wrenching, horrible experience to watch in a good way if you like intense horror movies. So, with Last House on the Left, I'm gonna give it to the remake. Then we have Maniac. Both awesome horror movies in my opinion. Great slasher movies in their own right. But I think, again, I'm going to give it to the remake, honestly. This is one of those remakes that floored me. I thought it might be good, but I was not expecting it to be this good. I mean, Elijah Wood is amazing in this movie. I love the way it's photographed with this POV kind of thing. The original is very good. It's got that sleazy exploitation horror vibe going on, and I really enjoy this movie. I will always enjoy this movie, but I think the remake of Maniac is a better film, in my opinion. So I like them both, but I think the remake wins in this case. What do you think? A Nightmare on Elm Street. I heard they're making another remake of this soon, which is just crazy. But yeah, hope it's better than this one. Anyway, the original wins. I don't hate this movie, but I think it is very disappointing. I think it is the most bland version of A Nightmare on Elm Street you could ever make, and that's why this is disappointing. Good actors, looks good, some good ideas, but they just could not execute it well. Disappointing as hell, and the original takes the cake for sure. This is dated, no doubt, but it's still a classic. And for good reason, I think. Too easy, but Psycho. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the original. Hitchcock cannot be beat, but this is an interesting experience to watch. It's like an experiment from Gus Van Sant. You take the exact same premise, film it the exact same way, same movie, and it still sucks. That's because you can't mess with the original. It just doesn't work. You can't mess with Hitchcock's Psycho. It just doesn't work that way, I'm afraid. This is still interesting to watch. Not a good movie, which is ironic, but an interesting experience. But I mean, the original Psycho is the original Psycho. Come on. There's no beating that movie. Alright guys, that's all I had. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, let me know. I left out a couple of movies, but if you want to know my opinion on any movies, just ask in the comment section and I'll be sure to let you know what I think. Give a thumbs up if you liked it, give a thumbs down if you didn't. And leave a comment and let me know your opinion on these movies. Alright, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you sometime in the future. Might have one brief update, but then I am heading overseas. Take care. See ya.